Nice to meet you.
See you.
Did you make this yourself?
No, right. Well, I could have
It kind of looks like you did. It kind of looks like you did.
It's a child's lark.
That's awesome. I like it.
How excited are you for the world to finally see The Hobbit?
I can't even begin to tell you how long we've waited. I mean, the making of the film was nearly 2 years long. And the experience of making it was so exciting that none of us actually predicted that there'd be a film at the end of it. Now there are 3 films at the end of it. So the build-up to this moment where the world is going to see the amazing work that Peter's done, and I have to say, I saw it on Sunday.
I saw it Friday.
I couldn't believe what he'd done to that picture. So he's made everyone look spectacular. So yeah, pretty exciting.
Because it's a new kind of 3D or something. It's not your traditional 3D. Apparently there's like a new way he filmed this or something.
Yeah, I mean, he shot it in 3D, but he also shot it at 48 frames a second, which is double the amount of the way that the image passes through the lens. What it does is it sharpens the image. It makes the 3D much easier to watch. It's a much softer 3D. So
it's really crisp. Like I felt like you guys were. It was like a true image.
Yeah, and it does take a bit of getting used to because it's like a totally new kind of cinema. And together with the Dolby Atmos sound, which is this new 9.1 surround sound system, which is the first time that's ever been used.
Nice.
It's creating. I think they should have been calling it 4D because it gives you, apart from being able to lick the screen and taste what the film's like, it's just every.
I wouldn't want to do that with some of the characters. I don't want to lick that thing hanging from that guy. No, we're good. We're good.
But it's like it's sort of, it stimulates every single sense, and you can only really experience that in the cinema, I think.
Tell me about the set. Like I'm watching. It was really integral. Like, did they build this thing for all of you? Like, how did that all go down?
Yeah, I mean, we shot 10 weeks on location, but in the studio they would build about 30% of the set. And then the other 70% would have been CGI, but the stuff that they did build was just incredibly detailed. Mm-hmm. And Pete would describe what was beyond that. And of course, we have our concept artists who would come in and show these incredible sketches. But even then, I mean, I'd seen sketches of Erebor, but seeing it for the first time on Sunday, I was like, my goodness, I have never seen anything like that before.
No, it's just you and me.
It's just us. There's no one else here.
No, there's no one. Yeah. What did you steal from the set? What did you take home with you?
Do you know what?
Now everyone takes a little trinket.
I seriously did think about stealing stuff.
Yeah, we all do.
But I was actually gifted 3 things.
What'd you get?
Well, I'm going to make you really envious here because they gave me my sword.
Come on, the real one?
I actually own Orcrist, which is probably about that high.
Wow.
I have my oaken shield.
Fair enough.
And I have the map of Middle-earth and the key to Erebor. So
the actual map?
The actual map that we used in the movie and the key to Erebor. So, because I did sort of played around with that key a lot, I figured I wouldn't be able to steal that sword very easily. They'd kind of find me out at customs leaving New Zealand, but I did plan on taking the key, but then they gave it to me. So, and my little Lego as well.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you have like the sword up above the fireplace at home?
At the moment I haven't put it anywhere, but I want it somewhere where people can pick it up and swing it around. So maybe I'm going to stick it in an umbrella stand.
Because you're all for violence, right?
I am all about violence, although it's kind of good to chop vegetables with. So.
Oh, you need to YouTube that, my friend. Were you a fan of this from the beginning, or did you start getting involved and becoming a fan of it when you signed on, or were you always a fan of The Hobbit?
I was a massive fan of the book when I was 11 years old. I was in a stage production when I was 12. I then read Lord of the Rings and became obsessed with the movies. So coming to being invited to take part in The Hobbit was a real dream come true. And stepping through the door at Bag End on the first day of filming was how everyone can imagine, like walking into the movie and having to pinch myself looking at Gandalf and thinking, okay, I've got to become this character. I can't be thinking that I'm Richard. And it took me about 5 minutes and then I was in. So.
Well, you have that hot accent to begin with, so I mean, now you see the costume. Last couple of questions. Why should people check this out? Like, why should people go and see this? Like, can you enjoy it even if you weren't a fan of the book?
I think it's one of the very few things that an entire family can do together. Mum and Dad can take probably their 7-year-old and above to see this film. They can only see this experience in the movie theatre. It's an event cinema.
Don't wait for DVD because it's not going to feel the same.
It will not feel the same, and it's what Peter Jackson is all about at the moment. Is pushing event cinema forward. So in a way, they're the reasons why I would say go see it. And go see it a couple of times in different formats because I think it's going to be interesting on an IMAX in 2D.
Yes.
And I think 48 frames a second 3D is going to be phenomenal.
Now after watching this, I truly believe I could really enjoy the life of a Hobbit. Like, that's a good life to have. Yeah. Don't you think that you would love to live that life?
Do you know what? I have a secret feeling that we're all hobbits deep down. We all want to stay home and feel safe.
Yeah.
But we all dream about someone knocking on the door and say, come on an adventure and let's have a fun ride. And
but it wasn't only that. They were a family. Like they were a cool group. Like they all looked out for each other. It was really nice.
True.
It was really
That's
cool.
how we were made to feel in New Zealand as well. They really made us feel like a family.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Really
awesome.
cool.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet
Pleasure
you.
to meet you.